All right, let's get to the games tomorrow. We got slides, we got everything. Samford is heading to Lexington, Virginia, where they're laying 9.5 against the Keydets. They won by 13 back on January 9th, but the Keydets don't look now. 7-5 at Cameron Hall this year.
I know.
I'm laying it. I think Sanford's going to fuck them up, but I'm not betting this. This isn't standalone, right? I don't have to bet this, right? Thank God.
I got no feel on fucking BMI. I hope they win, but yeah, give me the points. Backdoor cover.
Bryant is at UMass Lowell, and what the fuck is this line? Bryant laying 2.5 at Lowell. How many games does Lowell? They're 3-7 in their last 10 games. Bryant beat them in the first matchup by 23. What the hell is this number? Give me Lowell. No bet.
I'll lock up UMass Lowell. All the pressure in the world on Bryant, 1 game ahead of Vermont. Somehow, some way, Vermont creeps back and gets a share out of the title. Lowell beats them.
Moneyline Mac locking up these Riverhawks. Mac, you can get a 3.5 out there right now. I see right now. So jump on that 3.5 with the Riverhawks. I'm staying the fuck away though. Chat's asking if it is senior night. It is not. They have Binghamton on Saturday. Next up we have Albany taking on UMBC. Albany laying 1.5. I'm kind of intrigued by this matchup. UMBC won by 5 back on January 23rd. I'm gonna lay it with Albany here. No bet.
Yeah, Albany's hot. Yeah, wait, UMBC won the first game, right? Is what you said?
Yeah, by 5.
That was that crazy fucking game, right? If I remember. Yeah, overtime. Give me Albany.
Yeah, let's go.
No bet.
Shout out to Leg Show Magazine. How you been, brother, man? Caught up with him in Vegas last year. Hell of a nice guy. Next up, Robert Morris is in Indianapolis taking on Uwe Pui. Will there? Well, no, because they don't play on campus, right? No buses here. Bob Morris is laying 6.5. Robert Morris won by 53 in the first matchup.
And the line is only 6.5.
You know how I know this? Because we bet IUPUI. Oh man, that's got to be the worst one of the year. That and the Maryland Canisius game.
Isn't this technically your tragic magic spot after the bus blew up?
I don't find tragedy in that though.
Nobody died.
Yeah. What, your cell phones? I guess to the youth. They're like, what a tragedy. We lost 17 cell phones in that goddamn fire.
Yeah, their cell phones, technology, uniforms turned it into a bonfire.
Yeah. I don't find the tragedy. In fact, if the line didn't stink so much, I would just take Robert Morris. But give me Uwe Pui because the line stinks ridiculously. No bet.
The link, if you want to donate to the basketball program, is in the description below.
Mac, what are you doing here?
All Robert Morris has to do is win, and they win the Horizon League. That's all they have to do. Give me Uwe Pui. Lock it up.
Moneyline Mac locking up Uwe Pui. Folks, and if you're wondering why I haven't locked anything up, it is Discipline Thursday here. Discipline Dundee on the case. Forgot to lead in with that, but don't worry. Discipline Dundee is here. Next up, we have Winthrop heading to Farmville, Virginia, where Longwood is laying 1.5. I am going to bet Longwood minus 1.5. First bet of the day for Discipline Dundee is the Longwood Lancers. Mac?
Yeah, I like the spot for Longwood. They're playing the third place team, laying points. This is about the time where Longwood starts playing better like they did last year at the end.
Double lock on the Longwood Lancers. Looking for that 18th win of the season. Shout out to Rocco Miller in the chat. Nobody covers college ball like the great Rocco Miller. Next up, Elon, the Phoenix, are in West Long Branch, New Jersey, taking on King Rice and come. We love King Rice at home, man. What are we doing here? I think we ride these Hawks here. I want to just make sure this line's. Yeah, I'm actually seeing a 1.5 right now. Elon's laying 1.5. You look at what Monmouth has done at home. They're 7-2 at home at the Ocean Bank, whatever the hell they call that thing. That Elon 6-7 on the road. Elon won by 12 back on January 23rd. I think Monmouth is the play here, man. You in?
Absolutely. I love King Rice. They've been great at home, and I think they finished strong at home here. Final home game of the year.
Double lock on the Hawks of Monmouth. Fly. I was thinking about this today. What is the best team with the worst record? Monmouth's got to be in that conversation, right?
Yeah, they're 11-18, but 9-7 in league play because they played all those road games. Yeah, Monmouth is up there. Monmouth is definitely a candidate.
Yeah, I mean, you're just looking. I was thinking that's always a fun exercise to do. Best team. I was watching Penn State tonight, and I was like, could be them.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look like, is there anybody in the MAAC? Nah.
Best team with the worst record, chat.
Monmouth is a prime candidate.
Monmouth is one of them. I think Monmouth is a team we might be talking about with the futures bet in that conference tournament there. Yeah.
Christian 12-17.
Yeah, I like that team. They're just terrible from the free throw line, right?
Columbia 12-12.
Oh,
yeah, but I kind of think they're phony.
Yeah, they're definitely phony.
Yeah.
How do you just get beat up
Monmouth? I actually think Monmouth can play, but Rob Donaldson saying Montana State's 12-16. I do like them.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
The Citadel.
No,
Tarleton State 11-17.
Maryland Eastern.
Tarleton State is one. Tarleton State's a good answer by Bieniek because and Bieniek. I think it was opening night. You destroyed me in a lock battle where I took Tarleton in the points and they got destroyed.
They were just an early season fade because they were so young.
Gillespie's got them. They look much better than 100%. They did. Yeah,
I got one. San Jose State.
Tim Miles. Yeah, San Jose State. I agree. That's another one. Seattle, says Rocco.
11-19 Old Dominion.
I feel like Seattle at home is kind of a lot like Monmouth. Old Dominion's weird. Old Dominion, I can't get a read on Old Dominion. Old Dominion is like a very hard team for me to understand this year. Like, Mac, do you share that sentiment on Old Dominion being like, because Monmouth I actually think is a good team, but there's times where Old Dominion just does not show up.
Yeah, they started fucking awful. I forget what was ODU to start the year, like 0-8, 0-9, and then they rolled off like 6 or 7 out of 10 and got back into it, and then they've been inconsistent.
Yeah. Love this double lock on Monmouth there. Next up, North Texas is in Boca Raton, take it on the beach, the other beach. Florida Atlantic, FAU. This line a little stinky to you or what?
Yeah. What's up with this line?
Look, I'm not a believer in FAU really. I faded them. I took Memphis. I cashed on them. I took we actually took them against Wichita, but I faded them a decent amount. The more I watch them, the more I don't think they're that good. But man, this line is tough because North Texas sitting there jockeying for position. It's currently in second place. And they're just laying 1.5. And North Texas beat them by 13 in the first matchup in Denton. I think we should take. I think the line is telling you to take FAU.
I'm gonna bet FAU. They dropped back-to-back home game or back-to-back games. They dropped that Wichita home game. I think they pick off North Texas here. Let's go. Give me FAU. Make shots at home.
I'll join you, and I'm joining you just because of the line. I don't think FAU is a good team this year. I really don't. But the line does not make sense. Give me the Owls. Double lock. Next up, we are going to Charleston, South Carolina, where these Blue Hens taking on these Cougs. Everyone's saying Chris Mack checked out. 21-8, third place in the CAA. Laying 8.5 at home. They won by 19 that first matchup. And that first matchup was just 5. No, I'm sorry. Actually, this is the first matchup. They're 11-2 at the TD Arena. That's a big ass number. I'm still going to lay it. No bet. What are you doing here?
Give me Delaware no points Delaware no bet.
Next up, William and Mary Tribe is taking on Pat Scarry and company in Towson, Maryland. There, Towson laying 5.5. Towson won by 11 the last time they played, but that was over a year ago. Towson's 10-1 at home in this building, though. I'm taking the points in William and Mary here. No bet.
Yeah, Towson's already got the 1 seed wrapped up. Give me Bill and Mary. I'll lock this. I think Bill and Mary's going to pick them off tomorrow night.
Moneyline Mac, lock it up. Bill and Mary, William and Mary, the Tribe, as they head into Towson, Maryland. It is a good point on the, I guess you could say Towson is playing for that 20th win, but what's the motivation here?
Magical 5.5 number.
Yeah, what's that motivation here? Next up, we are going to a big one in New Britain. Lemoyne is taking on Central Connecticut State, who has already clinched the 1 seed in the NEC. These real Blue Devils here. 14.5 points.
Cover every game, don't they? Though.
I have a system. I'm locking up Lemoyne plus 14.5. I mean, what is this? They've already clinched. What are you doing here?
I'll join you on Lemoyne. Let's go. Too many.
Double lock on these Dolphins swimming into New Britain. Next up, your favorite game. Yeah, Rocco saying Seattle crushed UC San Diego and beat Washington. Historic wins. Then they lost a bunch of other teams. Yeah, you're right. I mean, the UC San Diego win.
Aging well.
Oh my God! Every time I watch that team, we should just give them the national championship now, as they're fucking winning every game by 30 points. Unbelievable. Yeah, that is a great win. Next up, we are going to your boys, Mac. Both of them.
This game
Hofstra. Hofstra's heading to Stony Brook, New York, to take on the Seawolves of Stony Brook.
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
I will not bet this game. Give me Stony Brook in the points, though.
Yeah, I think Stony Brook is definitely the right side. I mean, I'm not laying points as Hofstra on the fucking road. Stony Brook's lost. What they played earlier in the year? What was?
They played.
Stony Brook won at Hofstra.
Yeah, by 5.
That's your one win. Of course it is. Yeah, give me Stony Brook. Hilarious.
Next up, A&T is catching a big number while they're investigated by the feds. 11.5 in Boston against Northeastern. I'm just going back to the well. I know they're 2-13. It's just a big number. Northeastern wins by 8. A&T plus the points. I'll lock it up. Your thoughts?
I'm going to lay it. They're off back-to-back losses. I think the line's telling it to smash spot. I'll battle you, actually. Let's go.
A&T beat them outright the first time.
I know. Makes you like Northeastern more. Put it on them, Northeastern.
All right. We got a battle. Dundee on the Aggies. Mac on the Huskies. Next up, we got the Mocs of Chattanooga heading into Greensboro, North Carolina. This game is awesome. As a SoCon specialist, I love this game. You have the 1 seed against the 2 seed. How many games are they back from them? This is for the 1 seed, right?
Yep.
This is the best game on the slate tomorrow. It's my favorite game.
Yeah, Greensboro won the first matchup.
And they're going to win the second matchup because I think they're the best team. I will lay the 1.5. And since it's Discipline Thursday, but I'm going to watch every second of this game. Give me UNC Greensboro minus 1.5. Lock. What are you doing here?
Battle. Give me Chattanooga. I think they get revenge here on Greensboro. Give me Dan Earl and company. Let's go.
We got a battle. Mac on the Mocs. Dundee on UNC Greensboro. Shout out to Jack G. Wanted to say TCE is the best college basketball show anywhere. Who do you guys think outside of the AP top 15 can make a Final Four run this year? Appreciate the $10 donation. I think we've talked about VCU as this team, but I'm going to throw in.
Who's even in the top 25? That's first.
Yeah, I don't even pay attention to it. So I'm pulling it up and we'll list the teams that are in.
If we're looking for non-power fives, I think VCU or power 6 with college hoops.
So Auburn 1, Duke 2, Florida 3, Houston 4, Tennessee 5, Alabama 6, St. John 7, Michigan State 8, Iowa State 9, Texas Tech 10, Texas A&M 11, Wisconsin 12, Michigan 13, Clemson 14, Maryland 15. Anybody outside of those?
Okay, give me the next 10 though.
So just
I guess. No.
Missouri,
No.
Louisville, Memphis, Purdue, St. Mary's, Arizona, Marquette, Kentucky, Mississippi State, and Creighton.
It's a great question.
Marquette. Who's Cam Jones?
They're in the top 25, but they're out.
They have a superstar. They have a superstar that if he catches lightning in a bottle, he could. If they get a great region,
I'll say. Yeah, I don't like the Marquette play. I like. Let me think about this for a second. So who in the SEC was not in the top 15 there?
Missouri was 16th.
They could, but I still don't. Missouri's kind of like Iowa State to me, where it's like I just don't trust them in March. Yeah, I'll just stick to the first one that popped in. You know what? I mean, let's throw out a random one. I could see Kevin Keats 2.0. Indiana, Mike Woodson. I'm just rooting for that because I love chaos, and they would then be forced to resign him. Oregon's a good one. Oregon's a good one.
And Allman, they were
Yeah,
good.
He does it so many times.
Yeah, Oregon's
I think my team is going to be UC San Diego. I think they can pull.
I love that. I love that one.
I think they can pull a Florida Atlantic.
I love that one. Yeah.
Kansas.
What about Drake? Could Drake be that team?
Yeah.
I don't
1000%.
know. They play so slow.
Yeah, but Bennett Sturts. I mean, if you're going to mention like star, that
St.
guy's
Mary's. See Monty Pritchett say Randy Bennett is due.
Yeah, they're in the top 25 though. But yeah, I like St. Mary's too.
Creighton's not a bad one. I feel like they're due after some of their bad fortune.
New Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a guy
Yeah.
that could take over in March.
I just don't know. Away from the pit, they've just been kind of inconsistent. Away from the pit, can they win that many games?
Last year, they just
True.
They had a tough game against Clemson, but I mean, Clemson ended up being pretty damn good.
Yeah, New Mexico.
Clemson's a good one. I still think Clemson could.
Yeah,
Clemson could. Yeah.
I think that was a good discussion.
There we go. I mean, I guess you can never watch like Kansas or Carolina end up in the fun. There's no way, right? There's no way.
Kansas could
never
get
say
there.
never.
Yeah, Kansas could definitely get there.
Yeah.
They have talent. And also, all it takes is a fucking region to just open the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like 3 upsets, and then all of a sudden Kansas is a fucking 5 seed playing an 8 seed, and then they're a 7 seed.
My example was Florida Atlantic. I mean, Purdue loses the 16 seed, and then you got a 4 seed, a 6 seed, and a 10 seed because it was Tennessee, Kansas State, and Michigan State. So
J Mac 15 saying, has a shitty team ever won the national championship?
Oh my god.
That's
great. You win the
What about that Kevin Ollie UConn team?
Yeah, UConn.
I'm fucking with you, dude.
The 2014 UConn team is like the worst team ever to win the national championship. That team sucked. I don't know how they won it.
Yeah, and then Ollie was like outcasted like 2 years later.
Yeah.
That team fucking sucked.
Shout out to Bucky giving us $50 over under SEC teams make it to the second round. He says 5. How many teams are we going to get in at this point? Vandy's in now. Oklahoma, we think's in. Texas is on the fence. I'm sorry. Oklahoma's not in.
I don't know. I think it's going to be pretty damn chalky, but I watched the SEC literally dominate November, December, early January in non-conference. I think they might do it again. I'll probably have like 6 in my.
I don't put as much weight into that though, because I feel like these teams figure like.
Well, you look at UConn, like the last 2 years, they were pretty much untouchable in non-conference, and then they run the table once they get outside of conference play. Yeah,
we'll see. We've seen teams dominate the regular season as a conference though, and then struggle in March. But yeah, I mean, if they're getting 13 teams in, I'll say 7.
They're gonna play each other.
Yeah.
They're gonna play each other in some of these matchups.
Well, it's super hard for them to play each other before the second round. You're not going to play them in the first round.
I mean, they're going to be potentially matched up in at least, if they get like 13, they'll have at least 2 matchups in the round of 32.
He asked if SEC teams to make it to the second round. SEC.
Yeah. Oh, they said Sweet 16. Oh yeah. 5's low.
Yeah.
6. Yeah. I mean,
I said 7. I said 7. Yeah. Give me 7.
He might have been second weekend, but yeah, second round. It's 7. Sweet 16. I have probably 6.
I think I'm going to fade more by then, but Vermont is in Newark taking on NJIT. There's technology in New Jersey, and we should bet it, huh? 7.5. We're system play loading. Vermont still alive, by the way. Still alive. Play the 7.5 with the Cats. You in, Mac?
Yeah, even though
it stinks a little bit. Yeah.
This has been that dirty number these last couple nights. 7.5 to a god awful team.
Double lock on these Catamounts. Next up, Jackson. Ooh, one of the best games on the board. Jacksonville State at Liberty, the 1 seed in this. Yes, exactly. Shout out to the great Noah Bieniek on the photo there. Jacksonville State. Yeah, they're catching 6.5. They're currently the 1 seed in the CUSA. Liberty the 2. 6.5 points. Jeff Sharp sees 7.5 out there. He says, "Man,
Mac, you're going to this game, right?"
I can't make it anymore. It's at 7. I thought it was at 8. I thought it was an 8 o'clock game. They moved it up or something.
Damn.
6.5. Jeff is what I'm seeing right now. I'm gonna lay it. This building's got to be on fire. As much as I like Jacksonville State this year, I'm gonna lay it. I'm gonna lock it.
Lock battle. Give me the athletes.
I'll take the Flaming Lips. Yeah, we got a battle.
Give me Jack State. Give me the athletes against the cha-cha-cha team.
We got a battle in Lynchburg. Mac on the Cox. Dundee on the Flames. The Flaming Lives. All right. Wagner is going to Brooklyn to take on the fucking Long Island Sharks. It's been a minute since we talked about Rod Strick and my boys. I've been missing you like a long lost girlfriend, like you're off at war. You're writing fucking letters to your fucking love, hoping she gets back to you. But back in the day, you didn't have email and shit. You're not hearing from her. That's the way I feel with these Sharks. I've been out there writing them, going to Lugas, checking to see if they're there. Long Island laying 4.5, the over under 115.5, and this is a goddamn lock. We've been off. We had time to do all the bullshit. All that bullshit in life you got to do, pay the bills. And we've been paying the bills. We're the 2 seed. Let me tell you, there's a lot of money to be made in this NEC tournament. We'll talk about that in the coming days, believe me. But let me tell you, my sister Teresa, she's going to be at the game. Big spread. She's bringing everything. Everything you could think of. I'm telling you, you get there an hour and a half early. You come over there, you say, go Long Island fucking Sharks. We'll get you a plate of food. Boom. Just like that. You'll be full coming into that goddamn building. And this is at the Steinberg Wellness Center where you know the screws are loose. We had a week, Mac. We had a week to I'm just telling you, you don't know I can't wait. It's like going to the goddamn amusement park. You don't even know about this. It's a new ride. It's like a fucking new ride. We got things we done to this place. 28 vending machines, cash only. Might have even improved those numbers, right? We got things. The screws are loose. The backboard's breaking. The camera's going out. All this type of good shit going on at the Steinberg Wellness Center. We got a new one we're going to do tomorrow. But I can tell you this is a goddamn lock. Lay the 4.5 with the Long Island Sharks. Get this Staten Island bullshit out of here. Lugas is going to be open tomorrow night. Strick martinis for everybody. They're going to put the goddamn blue cheese olives in that shit. Boom. Top notch.
All I know is we're hard-working, tax-paying people like you, and we don't take shit from nobody. You got that, asshole? Ask me. The fucking union, it works for you.
Oh, please battle me here. You're going to lose so much money.
I don't really want to lock Wagner. I hate Wagner. Just give me Wagner, no bet. I'll watch this game. I'll bet fair dick on Saturday.
Can you guys believe the total?
115.5.
It's a big game. I'm telling you, this is
Bieniek, I'm seeing 114.5 right now.
Okay,
Dude.
I'll lock up Wagner.
Dude, the last time that they failed to, actually, The last time that LIU failed to put up 116 combined points between the two teams, they beat Wagner 60-47, 107 points.
This is a rigged game. LIU wins by 4.
We had a week off. Went to fucking Barbados. Went to Cancun. We're having a good old time with our cash. Meanwhile, the FBI's busted all these programs. Never us. Never us. You goddamn right.
You busted your ass for 4 games straight. Then you got your act together.
We got a problem. Now we got a problem.
We got a battle. Dundee on these fucking Long Island Sharks. Out there making sure your kid don't drink no piss from no fucking water fountain. And Moneyline Mac locking up the Wagner. I don't even know what they fucking are. The Wagners. I know. They're irrelevant. All right. Next up, we go from one classic to another. Chicago State heading out to Erie, Pennsylvania. Paul Bucher says, "Hey, how much has I lost on Long Island? Hey, they have a great record ATS this year.
Yeah, they're like one of the best teams, surprising. Or at least in conference play. Yeah,
I'm telling you, buddy, you're on the wrong side of that one, buddy. You should have been following me all season." Chicago State's getting 5.5 in Erie, Pennsylvania. I'm going to go with the Hospital 2.0. They've been fired. Is this senior day?
Yeah, I'll take the points. No bet. I'm not betting Chicago State.
Yeah, it's senior day. Give me Mercyhurst. Lay it.
Their first Division I senior day.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking I'm going to lock this. Give me Mercyhurst minus the points. Lock. Next up, we are going to Miami, Florida, the airport, Hangar 9. Kennesaw State laying 3.5. It's up to 4.5 now. This is another senior night.
This line stinks. Just give me FIU. This line makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, no bet. FIU, I'll take it too. Sunblazers plus the points. Northern Kentucky's in Fort Wayne taking on IPFW. IPFW laying 6.5. You know, IPFW is 12-1 at home.
Yes.
And Northern Kentucky beat them by 1 last time. I'm going to lay that 6.5. I think they're going to fuck them up.
Yeah. I kind of want to bet Fort Wayne here. At home. Coming back home. Yeah.
I'll join you.
Revenge angle.
Double lock on the Mastodons.
Big game for Fort Wayne too for the first round bye in their
yeah. No shit. They need this game.
Next up, do we got another classic?
Look at this line.
Detroit Mercy, the Hospital. Heading up to the Resch Center. Take on Doug Gottlieb and the Green Bay Phoenix. And I'm
just here to bring diversity to the set here. Give the kind of white man's perspective on things. Point guard position.
Detroit won the first matchup by 10. They have 2 wins on the road. They're 2-12 on the road. Meanwhile, Green Bay's 2-10 at home. Something's got to give here.
Hilarious.
I actually think Green Bay is the right side here. Lay it.
Did that hurt to pick against Detroit?
Always. I'm not
I'll lock
betting
up
this.
Green Bay. I'm locking up Green Bay. This is a telling line. Gottlieb, girl spot. He's got him playing now.
All right.
Over under 4.5 highlight videos after the game of Gottlieb.
They're gonna blow them out.
Double lock on Green Bay. I apologize, hospital. You've treated me so well. Those IVs, those drugs you've been giving me, prescribing me, off the books, by the way, been great to me. With the cheese skirts, Green Bay, gonna get it done here.
Trevor's actually on the Phoenix too. That might be the first time I've seen him pick Gottlieb all year.
Hampton's in Philly, taking on Drexel. Drexel's laying 4.5. Man, Hampton's red hot. Won 5 in a row.
No kidding.
Give me Drexel minus the points. No bet.
Yeah, I think it's a Drexel spot. I mean, Hampton played earlier in the week here. I'll lay it here because I believe Hampton won the first game, if I'm not mistaken. No, they didn't play. Yeah, just give me Drexel, lay it.
The Black Bears of Maine are heading into Durham, New Hampshire to take on the New Hampshire Wildcats. Maine is laying 7.5. The over under at 134.5. Give me New Hampshire. They turned the corner. Should we bet New Hampshire?
I kind of want to bet New Hampshire. New Hampshire's chippy as a dog. Let's go.
Double lock on these Wildcats of New Hampshire. Next up, Wilmington heading to Bowie's Creek. Take on Campbell. Is Wilmington locked into that 2 seed?
I'm looking it up right now. Yeah. Yeah, because they swept William and Mary and they swept Charleston.
I'll still take Wilmington, but no bet.
Wilmington, no bet.
Stonehill is heading to Hackensack, New Jersey to take on Fair Dick. Fair Dick laying 2.5.
Oh boy.
Fair Dick won by 11 the first matchup. Fair Dick has been pretty good at this Bogota Bank Center. Give me Fair Dick. Give me Fair Dick, no bet.
Yeah, I'll take Fair Dick, no bet. Discipline game.
Oakland, the Golden Grizz / the Pioneers are heading into Milwaukee to take on these Panthers. Milwaukee laying 5.5. I'm going to lay it with Milwaukee, but Oakland drilled them the first matchup. I think that's part of the reason. And they've been pretty fire at home. What are you doing here?
I think I'm going to bet Milwaukee. Can't be off the breaking the record game. And
yeah, let's do that. Let's
crazy overtime win. Yeah, I think Milwaukee smashed by double digits.
Double lock on these Milwaukee Panthers.
Nice logo.
I'm gonna jump in on this one too. I looked at the matchup. I wanted to see if there was an edge here because I agree with you guys. There might be a little bit of a letdown spot after the record night. Cockton Napkins also got this at 8. And what do we know about Oakland in the defense? It's a matchup zone. They struggle to rebound defensively. Milwaukee, second best offensive rebounding percentage in the country.
Welcome to the party, pal.
We have a triple lock on Milwaukee.
Honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever will be together. We're on top 'cause we play to win.
All right, next up we are going to St. Paul, where this line's dropped a point, 9.5. Mac, we should trust the Shoenecker here.
What's this? Is this the same spot though as the other night with South Dakota State and fucking UMKC?
North Dakota just beat North Dakota State, dude. I'm locking up.
The Tommies are off back-to-back losses.
I'm locking up the Tommies. Give me St. Thomas minus 9.5. They win by 16, 17, something like that.
I'll join you.
Tommyville. This is where I remind the chat that they are 12-0 at the Shoenecker Arena. 12-0.
2 games left there. They're moving arenas next year.
The hell is that?
I know.
Hopefully they're still on campus. South Dakota State is heading to Tulsa, Oklahoma to take on Oral Roberts, who did beat these Tommies. 9.5. Give me the points. No bet.
Give me Oral Roberts. They've been playing better. No bet.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Jackrabbits. You're right. They just beat the Tommies.
I took Oral Roberts.
No, you did? I'm taking the Jackrabbits.
I'm not betting this, but I'm taking Oral Roberts.
No bet.
Denver is at UMKC. Hopping around into what is the name of this arena again? What's it called again? The Swinney.
The Rec Center?
Yeah. Denver 1-1 in the first matchup. UMKC is 1-9 in their last 10, and they're laying 7.5. I think they're telling us to bet UMKC.
Absolutely. I'll fade
Double lock.
fade Denver.
Double lock on these Kangaroos. Bieniek?
Yeah, that line is kind of telling. Cocktail Napkins got it at 3, but I'm not laying this number with UMKC.
All righty. Next up, Abilene Christians at Tarleton State. AC's laying 1.5 now. This crossed over 0. I'll take Tarleton, no bet, but I want to watch this game.
Rivalry. AC's won 5 in a row here to get back to 6-6. I think Gillespie gets them. I'll bet Tarleton.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Texans at Tarleton.
They're electric at home.
This game's good. It's a rivalry game too. SEMO is in Edwardsville, Illinois. Take it on SIU Edwardsville.
Huge
These are
game.
the top 2 teams.
Yeah, hold on. They're 2 games back though because they dropped the game to Southern Indiana.
Is this the final game of the season?
No, they got 2.
I'll take SIU.
I will as well. They got blown out at SEMO the first time. I think Edwardsville gets them back here.
Should we
and
bet
bounce
this?
back. Yeah, I'm locking them.
Let's go.
They're off a tough loss.
Double lock on SIU Edwardsville. Let's go.
They did not play on their home floor.
Western Illinois is at Tennessee Tech. Tech is laying 7.5 points. Give me Western Illinois, no bet.
I'll lock up Tennessee Tech off of the crazy Western Illinois win 2 nights ago. Less than 48 hours.
Moneyline Mac locking up these Golden Eagles.
Blowout.
Bieniek?
Yeah, I'm with Mac here. Cocktail Napkins got it at 10 as well. Yeah, I like Tennessee Tech at home, and Mac, I'm riding with him.
Bieniek, Mac, double lock. Discipline Dundee showing up here. Actually, give me the Leathernecks plus the points, you know. Tennessee Tech wins by 4.
Revenge angle.
Next up, Morehead State's in Nashville taking on Tennessee State. Tennessee State's laying 7.5. I'm going to lay it here.
Morehead has gone from 9-2 to 9-9 in this league. Wow. With that said, I'll lock up Morehead. Too many points. they keep going down more and more and more.
Moneyline Mac locking up Morehead State. Discipline Dundee play.
Yeah. It's overreaction now.
Next up, we go to Little Rock. Little Cock is in Charleston taking on EIEIO, Eastern Illinois. I'm seeing this now at 5.5, Mac. Little Rock's laying 5.5. Give me Eastern Illinois, no bet.
Yeah, EIU's been a pain in everybody's ass. Yeah. How many teams make it here now? Again, is it 8? So they need to win the
2
last.
get cut off, right?
Huh?
I think 2 teams get cut off from this tournament, if I remember correctly.
I think it's 3 because there's an odd number now. It's 11 teams.
You're right.
So they're yeah. Give me you no bet.
The Screaming Eagles of Southern Indiana are in Martin, Tennessee. UT Martin laying 6.5. I'll lay it. No bet. Mac?
I'll lock up Tennessee Martin. I think this line's telling as well.
Money line Mac locking up the Skyhawks of UT Martin.
I want this pilot. It's a matter of national security.
All right. Next up, we got UAB heading into Wichita. Wichita State, not Kansas State. Wichita State is laying 1.5. UAB won by 12 last time they played, but that was a year ago.
This could be a fun game.
This is a fun game. I think I'm going to take Wichita. I'm surprised they're favored, and I think they're telling you who to bet on. Give me Wichita State.
So UAB's 1 game back. They got fucking Memphis on Sunday. They dropped this one and then they beat Memphis on Sunday. Yeah. Give me Wichita. I'll lock it up.
I'm with you. Double lock on the Shockers. Next up, Cleveland State is in beautiful Fairborn, Ohio.
It's hilarious.
Wright State is laying 1.5.
What is this line?
You don't just walk into the nutter. Cleveland State won by 14 last time they played in December. It is a rivalry game. Give me the Vikings, but no bet. Mac?
So what? We got Wright State coming in on a 3-game losing streak for senior day, and they're going to win. Let's go. Wright State, lock it up.
Moneyline Mac, lock it up. Wright State, the Vikings.
Dinks to high hell. Great line. Love it.
Rutgers is in Ann Arbor taking on Bieniek's boys. Michigan's laying 9.5 for 10. Shop around. I mean, this number's just a little high, right?
Yeah,
I'll jump. Yeah,
Michigan plays everybody close.
I will jump in on this. There's a 10 out there too. Yeah, let's take the 10. Rutgers plus 10. Do we have a battle, Bieniek?
No, I'm on this side as well. Michigan hasn't been super sharp lately. And gosh, the last 8 of the last 10 games have been within like 2 possessions. It's crazy. They play everybody close, like Mac said. So the first time too, Rutgers gave us a run for our money at the rack. I think it's something similar. Give me Michigan win, but Rutgers cover.
Triple lock on the Scarlet Knights.
Honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever will be together. We're up top 'cause we play to win.
I wasn't planning on betting it, but I'm in.
I think this actually is a money line sprinkle, just because Michigan has played in so many of these close games, and they're coming off Sparty and Nebraska.
Rutgers needs it too to stay in the Big Ten tournament picture.
Yeah, Rutgers might be live in this game.
Bubs, shout out to Bubs giving us $5. How did you create the cocktail napkin? Also, they're a way to add scoring drought percentages per quarter, 5-minute stretch to that model, Bieniek.
Well, it's a very elementary model. I don't have a background in stats or Excel or whatever. Basically, we previewed all 364 teams in the beginning of the season. Ken Pom establishes a power rating for all the teams. And based off of how strongly we felt about some teams overperforming or underperforming, that rating. I just threw it into a sheet, monitor it every other week, update the numbers, and boom.
On your own rankings there.
Yeah. On my
Yeah.
own. So, but I use a lot of sports books use Ken Pom as an aid to kind of have a ballpark of where they want the line to open and sit at. So, yeah, nerdy talk. Too much nerdy talk for Colby and Mac.
Yeah, fucking. What are we talking about here? We got a rivalry game.
Carry the one.
Yeah,
This was a hell of a game the first time.
dude, this is a fun rivalry game. They're separated by like 2 miles. I mean, honestly, I've been to these. I haven't really hung out on their campus, but I've driven past both these. They're not far from one another. Southern Utah is at Dixie State, aka Utah Tech. Dixie State is laying 2.5, even though they lost by 2 back on February 13th on the road. Now they're at home at the Burns Arena.
Yeah.
I think we take Dixie State, right?
How many has Dixie lost in a row? 10. 10-game losing streak, laying points. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lock. Lock that up all day.
Double lock on Dixie State. Let's go. Next
Southern
up,
Utah beat him at the buzzer.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah. Next up is a game near and dear to your heart. Weber State taking on Dan Munson and company in Cheney, Washington. Eastern Washington is laying 3.5.
Oh God.
I'm gonna lay it with E-Dub, but no fucking wager here. What are you doing here?
I mean, Weaver's got to be the right side, right? Fucking E-Dub. We said we would never lay points with the E-Dub.
I'd also never take points with Weber.
I'm sitting this one out. This one's making me sick thinking about it. I don't know. I don't have a pulse on the Weaver program. We're waiting for the postseason.
So who are you taking though on the picks page?
Weaver all day.
All right.
No bet.
Oh, we got the Potato Bowl going on. Idaho State at Idaho. Now this line I'm currently seeing has crossed over 0. I see Idaho State laying 1.5. You know, I'm a sucker for regionality. I got to bet this game because I just like it.
First matchup. Ooh, Idaho State drilled them.
Revenge. Give me these Vandals.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm locking these Vandals. Bieniek, you in?
I'm going with the over. Cocktail Napkins got this at 156. Let's see some points.
Yeah. Double lock on these Vandals. Bieniek going in on the over 150.5.
That's going to be a very fun game to watch.
Oh yeah, that's like top 10 game. This game always, not regional, but intriguing to me. Western Kentucky getting 3.5 in El Paso. We should bet UTEP.
Yeah, I like UTEP in a smash spot here. Let's go.
Double lock on these Miners. Tink. Arlington, UT Arlington heading into Phoenix where Grand Canyon's laying 10.5. Give me the points, no bet. Fuck Grand Canyon this year.
So what are we? We're 1 game back here. They don't play them again either. Oh yeah, they just played in Arlington a week ago. Arlington covered. Give me Arlington again. Should we bet Arlington? They just played 7 days ago. They've seen Grand Canyon.
This place gets lit though. I'm staying away.
I'll bet Arlington.
Dundee.
I think they can muck it up.
Moneyline Mags locking up the Mavericks of UTA. Middle Tennessee is in Las Cruces, New Mexico, taking on New Mexico State. We should talk about this one here. I mean, New Mexico State, I think they've turned a corner. They've won 3 straight.
Bet New Mexico State.
Yeah, I'm in. Double lock. Double lock. That far road trip. Aggies, get it done. Steve Lavin, saw him tweet out new facilities.
I'm gonna jump in and join you guys on the Aggies.
Oh, we got a triple lock on New Mexico State. You know what that means?
Welcome to the party, pal.
Triple lock on the Aggies.
Honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever will be together. We're up top 'cause we play to win.
Steve Lavin in San Diego. They got new facilities, Mac. New
What's that
offices. Means next year they're gonna win more than 4 games.
Sure he is.
I'll lay this number with Wazoo. What are you doing here?
I'll buy into Lavin for a game. Give me the points. No bet.
Pepperdine is at Portland. Portland laying 2.5. I'm not going to bet this game, but I will take the Pirates.
I want this pilot. It's a matter of national security.
What are you doing here?
I have no idea. Lay with Portland. What they beat the shit out of them at Pepperdine in the first game. Yeah, I'll lay it. No bet.
Montana State is also in Portland, taking on Portland State. Portland State's laying 3.5. I think we should bet Portland State.
They're coming off the big Weber
that terrible road trip where they lost to they got blown up by Idaho State, lost to Weber.
It's a great trip. I enjoyed it. Yeah, let's bet Portland State.
Let's go. Vikings. Double lock. -3.5. All right. We got a fucking great game here. UC San Diego laying 6.5 at Northridge. I've seen it at 5.5 now.
Uh-oh.
Northridge is 8-2 at home. 9-1 in their last 10 games in general, not at home, but 9-1 in their last 10 games. UC San Diego is 9-1 in their last 10 games, and they're 10-2 on the road. Something's got to give here. UC San Diego beat them by 25 in the Whale's Vagina, but now at the Union Center, fuck, man, I'm taking UC San Diego. I just have to, but I'm a bit surprised at the number. I'm going to lock up the Tritons. What are you doing here?
I think Northridge is going to beat them. I think they're going to pick them off. They've been playing their ass off too. Home game should be a lit environment. I think this is the one that UC San Diego gets in a dogfight, and we'll see if they can come out on and grind it out. They've been blowing teams out. Let's see if they can get in the mud and win one. So, yeah, give me Northridge. Lock it up.
Battle. Dundee on the Tritons. Mac on the Matadors. I mean, is that the best game of the day? There's some fire games.
How is that not a national TV game?
I know. They phone it in. They phone it in here. Even ESPN, all these they phone it in.
I mean, if they check the score of the previous game, then yeah, I could totally see how they phoned it in. They won.
Well, I'm just saying the road though. The road is different, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Northridge is a small gym. It's going to be lit in there.
It will. Yeah. It will.
Yeah, I'm just saying if they went and looked at the previous time those two teams played earlier this year, they'd be like, oh, yeah, that one could be on the plus still. I don't know.
Cal Baptist is at Seattle. Seattle was laying 3.5. We should lock Seattle, right?
Oh, I love Seattle here.
Yeah.
At home, laying this number against Cal Baptist, who's not very good on the road yet.
Double lock on Seattle. You don't just walk into the crack house and get that dub. The ozone layer will get you. Bakersfield's at the beach in Long Beach, California. Bakersfield, a road favorite of 2.5, and I'm taking the beach at the Pyramid there. What are you doing here?
Long Beach has lost 11 in a row. Do they pop up here?
I think we should bet the beach.
I think the line's very telling. Yeah, let's take a stab at the beach,
Yeah.
man. Let's go. Let's go to the beach.
Double lock on the beach.
Regionality here.
Let's go. I'm actually tempted to bet this next one too. Irvine is heading to Fullerton. Irvine is laying 17.5. We cashed. I believe we cashed.
On Fullerton.
21. They lost by 20, I believe. 17.5. This is a rivalry game. They're separated by like, you go at night, not during the rush hour. It's like a fucking 5-minute drive. I'll take the points all day here.
I'm definitely on the points because I think Irvine's counterfeit actually a little bit this year. The problem is, will Fullerton rig this game because they're on the same point.
They're 1-9 in their last 10. They've lost 8 straight.
They covered against Irvine though the first time.
Is this senior night? No, it's not.
There's one more home game against Riverside.
No.
No bet. Give me the points.
Yeah, no bet. They're terrible.
If I'm up on the day, I'm betting this shit though. I'll tell you that. Cal Poly is in Santa Barbara. This is a rivalry game. This is they're separated by like 40 minutes. This is a fun. This could be a fun game. Give me the points in Cal Poly. No bet. What are you doing here?
I'll bet Pauly. I like the way Pauly's playing under the first-year head coach. I think that they are playing for him, and Santa Barbara's been up and down per usual. Yeah, give me Cal Poly and the points.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Mustangs at Cal Poly. Discipline. Montana is going to the nest. All right, you're seeing that. I mean, how many times you see a video of a fucking grizzly bear, just eating the shit out of some honey? This is what's happening here. Montana's laying 8 at the nest against Sac State. These Hornets.
Oh, man. First place versus last place.
Is this still off the last game since the Brawl of the Wild? Give me the points. It is. Give me the points. Give me the points at Sac State. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I mean, it was. Back-to-back road spot, Sac State. Should we bet Sac State?
I think we should.
All right, Sac State. Let's take a shot at Sac State.
Double lock on these Hornets.
Sac State's in your card.
Shout out to Blatant Pictures. It's an hour and 40 minutes between Santa Barbara and Cal Poly. Is that true? Go Google map that shit. I've done that ride a bunch of times.
Meanwhile, while I'm doing that, play the lock battle music. I'm playing Montana here. Cocktail Napkins got it 11.5. You guys talked about it. Montana currently sitting in first place. I don't think they can or they will fall into like a sleepy spot here. I think they could cruise and cover this for me, hopefully. But yeah, this is a team that's competing for a 1 seed and a regular season championship. So I'll take the Grizz.
We got a battle. Phoenix on the Grizz. Mac, Dundee, buzz, sting with these Hornets. All right. Beanie, give me the distance. I've done that shit.
99 miles.
Yeah, hour 40. I've just done that drive a bunch of fucking times in my life. I just feel like it doesn't feel like it's that long. Stop in Solvang there, hour and 30 minutes. Yeah. All right. It feels like 45. Feels like 45 to me.
Shout out to Blatant Pictures. Putting Colby
in
place.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm wrong. You're the best. I'm the worst. All right. St. Mary's is in LA taking on LMU.
What the fuck do we do?
Part of me is like, let's bet LMU.
They do play up to their competition usually.
Blatant Picture says I must have been driving 110 miles an hour. No, I was probably just not sober.
Mac, you said the other day Stan Johnson is a Randy Bennett disciple, right?
He's not. I thought he was.
Gotcha.
No, he's from Wojo.
Yeah.
I'll take LMU. No bet. Discipline Thursday. Final game on the slate. Riverside laying 1 on the island. Holy shit. What is this number? And you know.
It's a hard ticket to Hawaii. It's not paradise all the time. It's a hard ticket to Hawaii.
We gotta take Hawaii.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Why, dude?
Standalone game. We gotta. Double lock on these Rainbow Warriors. No, I wasn't drunk driving. You get the sober comic, and then you get the other comics to get completely shit hammered, and you go from town to town. That's how it works.
You're putting words in your mouth.
Yeah, and we know this. We'd always book. We used to have this spot. This dude from Howard Stern would book us at a spot in San Luis Obispo in Morro Bay. And then we would there was like a brewery we would do in Santa Barbara. So we would do a run of all 3 of those. And we would purposely because I believe one of the shows, I don't remember, this is 10 years ago or something, maybe even longer. But one was we'd do both in one night. So that's what we would do. We'd be pretty fucking loaded in the car going down from San Luis Obispo to Santa Barbara. So that's why maybe it seems like 45 minutes to me. Anyway, best plays of the night. Bieniek, you ready? You firing?
Sure. I think I talked myself into loving that Milwaukee play against Oakland. So Panthers -5.5.
I like it.
Going with TCE totals, 18-6 on the year, I believe is the current record. Over 150.5 in Idaho State and Idaho. I like New Mexico State -1.5. And we're going to run it back with the reverse jinx. Give me the points with Rutgers.
All right. Mac, how many do you want to give away?
We'll do 5.
Yeah, we got 50 some games.
Well, if we do 5, my next one is Tennessee Tech, -7.5.
I like it. Let's go to for me, the Seattle will be 1. Love Seattle in that spot. I will also add UTEP to that slate. I think UTEP gets it done. Also, let's go to the likes of UNC Greensboro. Like that play. What else do we have here? Let's go with, I'll add New Mexico State on that. That's a 4th leg. And the 5th, give me St. Thomas to blow out North Dakota. Mac, fire.
I got Seattle, UTEP, Northridge, Tarleton, and Green Bay.
The Green Bay one, I like that one too, man.
Gottlieb made the top 5. Let's go, Gottlieb.
Folks, give Noah Bieniek a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. The College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Please, YouTube.com/The College Experience. get on over there, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us a bunch. And if you're just watching the shows and you don't listen to it on a podcast form, please, if you can, though, subscribe on podcast form. It helps us greatly. Shout out to the whole chat for hooking us up. Make sure you check out the college baseball experience. Being killing it over there. Also, the college football experience. We got a scheduled episode for Florida State coaching hires and schedule for 2025. Break down that schedule that was released a couple weeks back. Also, we got Virginia Tech planned for early next week. Till next time, folks, this is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
And we are out of here.
I lost a bet on the Super Bowl, so I had to dive in and crawl around through the snow. Don't believe me? Believe me, there's a video. We made it to promote March 5th and then we did the show. Before March, there was a winter to be lived through, and snow fell on the DC metropolis. In some other cities, this wouldn't be big news, but where I live, it felt like an apocalypse. Not the kind where zombies are the wrath of God, but the kind where Mother Nature doesn't laugh it off. I didn't laugh at all. I saw the sky smoking the blunt now, waiting for the ash to fall. Traffic stalled for a few weeks. Capitol Hill of snow taking up a parking space. A couple notches on the beltway ain't unique, but higher in freezes get more than your heart to race. I mean, the rats were frostbitten, they lost it, risking their lives just to make it to the office. Exhausting, caustic, cold front rose up through the mid-Atlantic and did its damage. Detected barely, didn't expect a camera and brought a gun to a snowball fight. I know my rights in the seasonal mood swing. Some of us winning, some of us losing. That broken clock's been blinking since winter. I hope it's not telling me I was born to lose. I lost my temper, but I found my center. Winning winter, so I can stay warm with you. That broken clock's been blinking since winter. I hope it's not telling me I was born to lose. I lost my temper, but I found my center. Winning winter, so I can stay warm with you. So I can stay warm. So I can stay warm. So I can stay warm. Des says you're beautiful little snowflakes. I say that you're snowmobiles with no brakes. This isn't how normal feels, it's so fake. I need more to shovel while the hubble hovers and brothers, lovers, and haters ever collapsing rap stars. NASA is my backyard. The chain link fence couldn't contain the frozen rain that caused the little madman to go insane. I wrote a name in spray paint for Valentine's Day. She didn't feel the same, I was out of line. Hey, a cold shoulder is nothing new to the stone owner. Looking for a froze over Belladonna for snow blower bar. Temperature lower, kill the hot streak. They know I'm a broken clock and talk's cheap. The homie Dave and the bird caught it after the misery crew saw the storm growing faster as the weatherman got a lump of coal. Rambling for ratings in another month or so. There'll be a rush on gold, so put your luck on hold. Milk, bread, and toilet paper. Sold, but I gotta go. This is not for show. I really ought to get my clock fixed before the snow falls and all this is washed away. I see my breath in the air as I cry out, not today, today. That broken clock's been blinking since winter. I hope it's not telling me I was born to lose. I lost my temper, but I found my center. Winning winter, so I can stay warm with you. That broken clock's been blinking since winter. I hope it's not telling me I was born to lose. I lost my temper, but I found